What's up, guys? It's your boy OXY. We're back with another video, another Q&A, and joining me today is Thuggie. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right. So we got a couple questions. We got a couple stuff leading into our main topic. Today we're talking insecurities. So that is going to be something that's everybody obviously deals with. I've dealt with my share as well as she's dealt with her share as well. So we're going to talk on that a little bit. We have a couple extra questions on some other fun stuff too. So yeah, let's get started. You ready?
Bet.
A lot of people make assumptions on us all the time. I mean, obviously we're just living in a world of assumption just already. So what is one thing that people assume about you that you wish was true?
Oh man. Probably that I have a lot of free time, because that's not true. I work, well, 2 jobs now. I used to have 3 jobs, but I work 2 jobs now, so full time, and I barely have time to like take a shit and eat, honestly.
Yeah, I feel that.
What about you?
That I'm always happy. The fuck? I'm like, it annoys me sometimes because people really think that I'm always just the happy-go-lucky person I am. I keep a professional attitude a lot, but I'm definitely not always happy. Like, I have always seen my shares of issues that I deal with behind the scenes. I guess I'm just really good at hiding it, but yeah, no, I'm mostly more mad than I'm happy, to be quite honest. But yeah, that's just my whole thing.
You're always neutral when I see you, though. Like,
yeah, I try honestly. Like, I gotta keep up with everybody else, making sure everybody's good. So sometimes it happens like that.
When was the last time you lied to protect your image?
Ooh, a couple months ago, I definitely did. This was a dance mom that was around me at the time. She was hanging around, and I was like dealing with a lot of kids here and there. Basically, she was like, her kid wasn't really that good attention span wise, and so like I took her into my class and basically was like, at the end of it was like, yeah, you know what, she'd be a really good fit and everything. Like, I definitely think that she would learn really well and everything like that, because eventually she will, but I don't think I would be the perfect person at the moment.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make sure to maintain like that, like, you know, I can teach everybody, make sure everybody's good. It's tough, but yeah. What about you?
I don't really lie about my anything to like protect my, not like, oh, I lie all the time. I'm like, I lie all the time. Shh. Who doesn't lie? Okay, first of all, but I don't lie about my image, honestly, because I feel like I don't really have a image to upkeep. You know, like, I'm very raw and like open on my social media, and everybody pretty much knows me how I am. So there's not really like much lying to do, like not even to like people that I just meet on the street. I don't even lie about that. I'm like, yeah, I do OnlyFans, yeah, I sell nudes, like I don't care.
I feel it.
I don't really lie about that stuff, like, to protect my image, you know.
All right. Okay, so since we're talking on faces and images and whatnot, so how often do you put on a happy face when you're not really feeling it?
I'd say a lot. Yeah, a lot. Because I'm, like you said, like, I'm kind of the person that's like, I don't really let my emotions show, because I feel like I have to, you know, I guess like keep everybody like good, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't really show my emotions, and I don't really show like when I'm having a hard time or I'm like depressed. So most of the time I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm happy. Like on social media, I look happy all the time. Like, I always am smiling. I'm always happy, like with my friends. But honestly, like, I'm always going through something.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I feel that though. I'm honestly the same way. I have a lot of moments where I have to like show that happier side so that everybody feels more comfortable, everybody feels like, you know, they can kind of vibe out without feeling like there's something that's stopping them. So yeah, that's usually a big it's a problem more so with me that I should not have to focus on too much, but I mean, we end up doing it anyway just to make sure everybody feels good. So that's just like, I guess our pride as, you know, people's shoulder to lean on and shit like that.
All right, so what do you think is the worst part about being in a relationship?
I feel like there's a lot like during the relationship that is obviously going to be like you know, you're figuring out the other person. You have to, you know, some things that you don't like are gonna come up and everything like that. But I feel like the end of the relationship is the worst part. Like the part where you're like, I have to end this because it's something that's gone on or something that's happened. Like that's how it was honestly for me with my recent relationship. My recent one was like, we were going through so much, and I practically was fighting so much in the relationship to stay. And then like it came down to, it was like, dude, like I'm breaking hard. And then I finally ended up breaking completely, and I was like, damn, like this sucks. And like you get comfortable with the person, you know, you like, you know what, like I'll deal with everything because I'm like, all right, I've been with you for this long, blah blah blah. And so you never really think about like leaving, and that's what messes you up when it actually happens. So yeah, I definitely feel like the end for me would probably be the worst part. What about you?
I would have to say that would be one of them. I don't know if it's probably be like the worst, but because I'm going through that right now, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty bad. But also, like, the worst thing about being in a relationship, I would say, is for me, is having to think about the other person all the time. Like, that is so hard for me because I'm gonna be like straight up, like I'm kind of selfish, you know, like what I want to do, I'm gonna do, you know, like if I want to go out and like have fun, like I'm gonna go out and have fun. Like I don't want somebody telling me like, no, you can't. You have to stay home, or like I don't want you going out tonight, or nah, like I'm gonna do what I want to do.
I feel that. I feel that.
And then you have to like think about their feelings too. So like if you go out and like do something and you're like, wow, I really want to do that, but like, oh, it's gonna hurt their feelings.
I get you. Moving in, let's go to a little bit of a fun one here, because I know you have a cool set of hobbies just as much as the next person. So what is one hobby that you have that nobody would think that you would be into?
Okay, so I like cars. So like I like to work on cars a lot. I'm very like mechanical and like hands-on with cars and stuff like that. So that's like one of the hobbies that people wouldn't really assume, like looking at me, that I would like to do is like work on cars, but like that's just what I like to do in my free time, honestly. Like if I have any time to like do something to my car, like alter my car, do something, fix it or whatever, I'm on it. Like I would love to do it.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
What about you?
Japanese and Korean TV shows.
Oh really?
Oh yes. See, I'm already. That's because for me, which this is just something that I've said ever since I started watching them, it was like they do everything way better than us, like US people, and it sucks because it's like when you really see how much like we could take from them, or we could actually use to our advantage, especially like because they deal with our language and deal with our people so much. It's like, bro, they do the editing, the visuals, everything is so better. And then the way that they even flesh out characters in TV shows, just like, you know, everybody plays a significant role the entire time, rather than it being like, you know how like we have like some TV shows where it's like, yeah, someone's there and then that they just dip, and you were just like, what the fuck happened to them?
Yeah.
So like that stuff, like yeah, I definitely enjoy that because like everything sticks with the theme of whatever it is. We don't feel like, you know, there's a filler episode or we're going off on a tangent because, you know, we're trying to draw out extra time. So I feel like that's definitely something that I like a lot. So yeah, not a lot of people think that I'm into that, but yeah, that's one of my little things right there.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, I could see it a little bit, but yeah, definitely not. I gotta ask you this one.
Okay.
What is the most toxic thing about yourself that you actually like?
My blunt attitude. The way that I am when it comes to dealing with certain problems. I definitely tend to deal with them very, very head on and straightforward. I don't like to show emotions like that, and so people tend to hate that because like you know, a lot of people like the feeling, like being the whole lovey-dovey, or even some people like when it comes to you know, dealing with a problem, they're like, I need you to think about how I'm feeling and all that stuff. And me, I'm like, yeah, let's not. I'm gonna tell you exactly how it is and how it looks in the whole grand scheme of things. So yeah, some people think of that as like an extremely toxic thing because it's like, damn, like you don't show emotion like that. But it's like at the same time, like I'd rather you be like that to me than be all like, oh yeah, I'm trying to protect your feelings, so I'm gonna try and say this or that. Like, nah, fuck all that. Like, nah. What about you?
I'd probably say the same thing, honestly. Like, same thing. My bluntness and like my meanness, because I've noticed that like my blunt and my meanness has gotten me far in life. I would say like I'm very, very headstrong now, and like nobody fucks with me. Like everybody knows like not to fuck with me. So I'm like, I'm very, very mean too. And like even in public, low key, I'm mean as fuck. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if somebody tries to approach me and talk to me, I'm mean as fuck. Like
Hell yeah.
You know, so like guys know like right off the bat when they meet me in person, do not try anything with this girl because she will beat my ass, because that is dead ass.
Facts.
So like I don't get taken advantage of because I'm mean. So
That's
it's
dope,
definitely
That's
something
dope.
that I like.
Okay. All right. So before we get into our final question, there is one thing that obviously we both are, and we are both some pretty flirty individuals. Yes, indeed. So, since there's a lot of people who are also flirty individuals out there, I actually want to ask you this: and what do you like most about being a flirt?
What I get out of it. If I'm being honest, like I get a lot out of being a flirt, but I never like lead guys on like to think like, or like lead anybody on, because I flirt with everybody. I flirt with girls, I flirt with guys, everything. But I never lead them on to like thinking they have a chance with me, you know? Like I just flirt a little bit, you know, play the field, whatever.
Yeah.
But then like once I'm done, you know? Once I get what I want, like if they give it, like then I'm done. But
it is what it is.
You know what? It is what it is. What about you? What's the best thing?
I definitely would probably say it boosts other people's confidence. High key. Whenever I flirt with people, it's like, and plus like again, like for me also, it's like kind of like that, like I flirt with everybody type of situation. Like I'm not making it known that you have like an opportunity that's coming about from this. It's like, nah, like I'm here to shout you out, make sure that you're feeling good too at the end of the day, because at the same time, like if you complimented me on something, I'd be like, oh, all right, cool, okay, let's go. So yeah, you feel different when it comes to taking on the rest of your day. So I definitely enjoy making people feel really, really comfortable and really happy about themselves and shit like that. You dig? Because it's like, y'all all bad bitches and badass people. So like, why can't we just all share that? Like,
a man. That is a man right there. Okay, let's just put it that way.
I'm saying
that's so sweet, though, honestly.
All right, so I'm gonna let you ask our final question of today. It's usually me, but I'm gonna let you go for this one.
Okay. Okay. So, what's a remedy for dealing with insecurities for you?
Okay. This is also goes hand in hand with me being a flirt. But whenever I feel insecure about myself, I definitely tend to boost up someone else. It's a good thing to make me feel good as far as how I am as a person, and less of how I look or how I am this way, that way. Other than that, though, I definitely would say whenever I look at pictures of myself, whenever I look at certain things that deal with me, I definitely tend to edit the fuck out of it.
Really?
Yeah, so a lot of my edits, a lot of edits that I've made in the past, especially for like solo series and stuff like that, early photography for me, a lot of them were self-portraits that I edited like crazy, because for me it was like, okay, if I don't feel good about maybe my hands or feel good about maybe the way that I look in certain things, I can change different aspects about it. I used to change like, I used to wear contacts where I change my eye color, or do certain things where I change like different effects and all that stuff, just to kind of make something look cooler that I originally thought was like, so yeah, like I was huge on like going the far extra route for stuff like that. What are you?
Honestly, for like a fast remedy for when I feel insecure, I just like take it to social media. I just post like a risque picture and like, you know, all those freaking dirty men on the internet come out of the woodworks and are like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And then boom, I'm happy again. Like my insecurity's gone, low key. Like I'm not like, I don't take much to like make me happy. Like honestly, like nah, but honestly, for long-term insecurity, because there was a long time that I was insecure for a long time. Like, I thought I was insecure now. No, I was insecure before. But I got out of that insecurity because my friend actually, like, he started doing photography, and he's like, hey, let me shoot you. And I was like, I don't know about that, you know? Because, like, I knew, I was like, I'm ugly as fuck. Like, there's no way, like, I can shoot, like, on a high def camera. And so once I shot with him, like I got to shooting with him, and my first shoot that I did with him was nude, like full nude. So
you went in.
I was
start
all in. I was like, hell yeah. Okay, so after my first shoot with him, I did full nude. I got the pictures back and I was like, oh my God, like I look like that on camera, like that's me. So I was like, wow, like honestly, I started shooting and like doing photo shoots with photographers and like just kind of like building my Instagram, my portfolio, and that's really how I like busted my insecurities. Like
that's dope.
My long-term insecurity, yeah, because I still have like little insecurities, but like my long-term insecurity of me feeling like super duper ugly and like my body's disgusting was just shooting, like dead ass.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
that's super dope. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to tune in next time for the next Q&A. Thank you, Thuggie. So real quick before I go up and end this whole thing, so where can these people find you? What's your Instagram? What's your handle? What you got going on here?
All right, so my handle is Pinche Thuggie, PINCHE THUGGIE. We'll spell it out for these people.
Got you. Right up on the list.
Make sure you put that on the bottom.
For sure.
Pinche Thuggie. Have an OnlyFans, but I'll usually link that on my Instagram, so you guys can go find that there.
For sure.
Thank you for having me, honestly.
Yeah, you did awesome.
Because this is my first time doing this.
See? I'm telling you, there's many more to come out of it, for sure. So yes, be sure to subscribe, like, and all that stuff if you want to see more. We got definitely a lot more Q&As popping up, so be sure to tune in next week for the next one, and I'll see you guys later.